Hi guys, my name is Ranjot Darni, and today I'll just be taking you through my game demo showcase. So let's get started. Okay, so the title of my game is Rush. It's called Rush because the idea I had in my head was your character was this guy that goes out on adventures and is getting rushed by hordes of enemies all at once. The type of game that it was in my head supposed to be an infinite runner where there are multiple rounds that progress on, and the more you can choose to stay in those rounds or you can choose to tap out. But the longer you stay in, the harder the enemies get, the better loot they drop, and the more gold that they give you. So let's get started. So starting off, you're in your home area. This is kind of like your base. You can hover over things and inspect them, like so. And you can, I want to make it very, very clear that it's right click to inspect items and left click to interact. So one of the two things that I do want to mention that I didn't get done is an official quit button and the instructions panel, but I of course expect to have those finished by the final product. I just hadn't thought of them until I started recording this. But otherwise, you can hit the right-click button on items. See, for example, the bed, the chest here, or even the hearth over here, and then that will inspect things. In the other two scenes, feel free to try to right click on items to inspect them. Again, right click to inspect, left click to interact. Okay, let's go to the shop. Okay, so here we have the shop. Again, we can right click on an item like this one, for example, and it'll give us a little description of it right there. And if we had enough gold for any of this, we would be able to purchase this. Yeah, health potions are usually kind of pricey. But I do want to mention right now you can only buy items if you left click. I ran into a bug while working on making sure duplication didn't happen and implementing the the selling to the vendor as well. But I should have that fixed. I had it working already, so there's no reason I shouldn't have that fixed. But prospectively, I might have to compromise on being able to sell if I can't get it to work without getting rid of the bug in the code that makes sure duplicate drops don't happen. But otherwise, you can also in here in the full game, you should prospectively be able to click on items in your inventory and sell them as well, not just buy the items in here. Okay, now let's get into the main game, which... Alright, so there we go. We got here by hitting that venture button that was there, and luckily we only got one guy, thankfully, because we don't have any gear right now. We can right-click on him, of course, to get a closer look at his stats. Normally we'd be able to switch target, but right now there's only one target. So let's attack him, and as you can hear, every time that we do attack, you hear the sound effect play. And once we kill him, boom, there we go, he dropped us Leggings of Chaos. So we can right click on items as well, we can inspect them. And so then right here, here's the bulk of the game. So I can choose to continue here, or I can just fall back to one of the two areas. If I do just fall back to one of the two areas, it's going to go ahead and end this run. However, if I choose to continue, it's going to spawn some more enemies like so, and more than one enemy can of course spawn. It just happened to spawn one those first two rounds. But the round multiplier this time has also gone up, so this guy will hit you harder, he will drop better loot, and he will drop more gold. And that goes up as the rounds go up each round. So that's basically the main bulk of the game right there. And of course, we can right click to interact with these and left click to equip them. And now if we attack him, yep, we seem to be doing 6 damage, 1 more damage more than we were doing at base. So let's flee because I actually don't want him to kill me. And let's go ahead and open up our chest, left click on an item and store it. then go to the shop and take note of our stats, save the game. Let's go ahead and exit. Alright, rerun the game. Alright, there we go. Now you'll see that when we load back in, we have the exact same stats. We're in the same area. If we go back home, we can see that our items persisted and they still have the same stats. Alright, so that about wraps it up for my game demo showcase. Remember, the only things that I wasn't able to get done are the quit button, the instructions button, which I should easily have done by the time of the actual game. And then lastly, I'm just working out the bug with selling items in the shop. But in the final project, you will be able to left click and sell the items in your inventory while you're in the shop as well. Alright, thank you so much. Bye-bye.